That was like one of the first things they handed me.
Really?
Is they were like, right, welcome, here's your mug. And I was
Sick.
like, I get a mug?
Yo, yeah.
I'm a real office worker now.
Sign me up.
So game 1, Smashville, where else?
Surprise, surprise.
Nice introduction to singles.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I foresee MageOfSymphonia winning, I suppose.
Well,
at least game 1.
He's got a lead like that for sure. And I mean, if I was a betting man, if I had to bet all of my Twitch bits in this match, I would be putting it on Mage because he does have a lot of Jason experience lately, and he's been like beating Jason pretty consistently.
Yeah. And I mean, Phenom. Okay, so I guess they're calling it a hand warmer.
We're gonna do a redo.
Try it again.
I don't know if Jason was actually playing there, or if that's just a homie game from Mage. Oh, one of his triggers not working? Okay. That's what I got there.
I thought it was just controller problem in general.
Could be, yeah. That would make sense, considering he literally just fell to his death after getting thrown off stage.
Like did a reverse laser fall to death.
Uh-huh.
It looks stylish, but you did also die for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are restarting the set. Confirming.
We know. So I'm assuming probably back to Smashville.
Probably, yep. Got the refist bump.
Mm-hmm. But what I was going to say is I foresee MageOfSymphonia having a little bit of trouble adjusting to Phenom's playstyle as opposed to Jason's.
They are very, very different.
Whereas Jason is very... Jason really likes to play grounded Fox, and if he's in the air, he doesn't like to stay there very long.
Yeah.
Whereas Phenom is a very aerial and very rush-down Fox.
Yes, they're definitely like the hot and cold, Phenom being the hot. So,
oh, wow, that was perfect spacing for Mage.
Yeah, definitely setting up to punish that side B. You can see some of the experience in the matchup coming through there. Oh.
So, Mage seems to be trying to keep control of center stage best as he can, which, against a Fox that's going to be assaulting your Luma a lot, that's probably a really good idea.
Definitely. Trying to defend your Luma rather than, like, taking risks and going in. I mean, like, Mage is a very aggressive Rosalina player overall, but, sometimes against aggression, you just have to, like, just give them the room to hang themselves rather than actually trying to, like, outbox them.
Right. And, of course, he can box pretty well when he does have Luma, but...
Definitely, but you risk losing Luma, you risk getting put off stage and, like, fair spiked, you risk these strings happening to you.
Phenom almost taking down Luma again, not having the courage to go out there and try it again as Mage is off stage, and the platform not quite going to save it from that second back air.
The roughly even percents, but with Luma out of the way, Phenom's going to be able to put on a lot of pressure here.
I'm thinking possibly when he has Mage in that situation on the ledge again without Luma, or especially with Luma, a forward throw would probably be better because that does do knockback to Luma if he does have it.
That is true, yeah.
And kind of puts him in a more disadvantageous position. Wow, really good recovery from Mage, but...
Yeah, not quite enough.
And not going to get him around that up smash.
Yep, pretty good setup from
really smart from him, though, because not too many people are going to think of that on the spot.
Yeah, and the setup from Phenom was actually really smart, too. Not just the Trump setup there, but earlier on, he feinted the Trump setup by, like, running off stage and then double jumping back on. So you tried to, like, condition MageOfSymphonia and then able to get the Trump afterwards. So pretty crucial stuff.
Mage doing a really good job of keeping Phenom off stage. Edge guard.
Oh, missed the down air, but nah, doesn't matter. That B is not going to reach.
Yeah, didn't have quite the right positioning to get an angle that would work for him, so game right back to even.
Oh, dash tech going to get punished a little bit.
Okay, keeping him on the ledge, very good job, but a good recovery from Mage. It seems like, Phenom's just taking out Luma so quickly that Mage is having really any trouble controlling Phenom at all and getting him to play his game.
Right, yeah. Yep, not much... outside like the start of it, there haven't been too many interactions Mage has had where he's had Luma on because of the fact that Luma's gone almost all the time.
There's almost another opportunity there for an up air. Possibly even to go after Luma. Wow, that get-up attack is so brutal against Luma. That's like the third time that's done that.
Clipped by just the edge of that dash attack, but the pivot grab from Mage.
Mage is super good at the pivot grabs, and especially spacing with it.
Yeah. The cognizance of knowing like where his opponent's like heat map 4 threat range, and being able to like just dance on just the outside of it, and the jab to beat the side B. That's some melee style stuff there.
See if he goes for it again. He does.
Down tilt.
That's how he got put in a bad situation last time. Okay,
Oh,
great angle.
Wow, yeah, that was a perfect
Wow.
angle. Oh my god, like being able to get that angle. I thought he was going to get stage spiked. I thought the angle was going to be too steep, but he was just going to ride the bottom of the stage and die. But that was just perfect to catch the lip of Smashville and ride it out.
That was possibly... I mean, he definitely knew that if he tried to do the direct upwards angle like he did last time, he would just fall down
Dead
die.
as a doornail. Even if he had reached the ledge, that downer was waiting for him that time. And Mage was definitely going to make sure that I was going to hit that time.
What happens to doornails when they die?
I think they just start dead. They're just extra
Oh,
dead. They're like right off the bat.
they're just dead. They never had a soul to begin with.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today I've learned that I should feel bad for doornails. So game 2, back to Smashville. Mage pretty confident that he can adapt to what he's seen from Phenom, which we kind of saw it near the end of the game where Phenom was sort of in control near the start, but then MageOfSymphonia kind of started picking up, especially on Phenom's recovery habits.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Being able to like beat out the side B with jab, being able to two-frame it with down tilt. He didn't win like too many interactions, I feel, but winning those crucial ones to put Fox off stage and get edge guarded are the only ones you really need to win.
Yeah, especially against Fox. I mean, we all know that. What? Just the clip of the up air? Really?
Yeah. Luma's taking damage. Now I'm stacking it up.
Coming back on with that forward air.
Oh.
Not able to read that. Guess he just wasn't able to space himself quickly enough. A little early on that up tilt. Phenom just going to sit in center stage, try to get some hits in on Luma, it looks like.
Yeah, at this point in time, that really should be his game plan, is try and get Luma out of the picture so that he can put on more pressure safely.
Down smash going to get him off stage. Okay, up B to just go right back. Don't know how many more times he's going to be able to do the jump side B onto the stage.
Right, yeah, you know, Mage is like eyeing those really greedily. Yep, gonna have to... Okay, yeah, there we go, that time, actually. So the one downside of Mage's spacing, he's spacing it like just at the right range where he can like dash back and get pivot grab from the side B. But to space that properly, to make it so the side B can't hit you at all, you do have to be standing a decent ways in stage. So if Phenom looked like he did pick up on it, did just do like the standing get up a little bit there.
That was a...
more stage positioning.
Yeah, so he had a really sneaky pivot there that turned him around to get to actually do that back air so quickly. Without Mage really able to notice that he'd just be able to throw it out. And of course, back air, very fast move and difficult, if not impossible, to react to. Oh, wow.
Oh. Yep, tries to go for the angled up B instead of side B, but Mage ready to adapt to the change in timing.
I think possibly falling just a little bit shorter than that and trying to go for sort of like a melee kind of angle where you go above the ledge, fall back down onto it might have been made it a little bit harder to edge guard.
Yeah, that is one way he could have got around that downer.
Wow, Mage spaced himself perfectly for that jab. He got like 20% off of it.
Yep, a panic side B from Phenom out of the stage, giving Mage even more damage. No double jump from Phenom here.
Could have been just fine if he didn't feel the need to forward air to get back onto the ground there. And off stage, this is where he doesn't like to be against MageOfSymphonia because he's building up a lot of damage when he's got Phenom off stage.
Oh. No turnaround on the up smash.
Oh, no! Going for Luma actually hurting him this time.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen Mage in particular do that, like since he's been back. He's very, very good at like keeping in mind where Luma is in respect to not only where his opponent is, but where he is currently. So, you know, just be like, hey, you know, then set up a volley where Luma just pushes you up, and then he's like, ah, smack, and you're gone.
That's the biggest thing that I think has changed from Mage before he left and Mage when he came back, is that Mage was actually very, very good at controlling Rosalina and, you know, doing all the stuff that he needed to do with Rosalina. But the problem, I think, back then was the Luma control.
Yeah.
And coming back to now, that Luma control is just, we just saw it there. It's fantastic.
It's fantastic, yes.
Or, depending on how you want to say it, perhaps it's frustrating.
Yeah, depending on the the receiving end that you're currently on, dishing out, or getting it dished to you. Okay,
so
good pressure on the platforms with Phenom.
Yeah, this game kind of starting out in Mage's favor. Phenom's gotten a couple of combos, but Mage has been dominating the neutral so far on Battlefield.
Yeah, that whip up smash, though, going to give Phenom some damage opportunity. Ooh. Yeah, the jabs from Mage have been really, really good, calling out Phenom's dash toward him. Especially whenever, like, so he's positioned to the... It's gotten to the point where, you know, Mage has firmly established that Phenom cannot just side B onto the stage. And so instead, from that position, he's been going for more jabs to control the get up and pressure that. And he's been pretty successful for putting damage output on it. That pivot grab range is really good.
Yeah, Mage's pivot grabs have just been so perfectly spaced so far. And there was only one that he really missed in this game where he did it a little bit too early, allowed Phenom to get a grab of his own.
And I mean, that is one of the nice things about pivot grabbing is even whenever you do with it, he may have gotten punished in that specific instance, but in general, whenever like you dash away and pivot grab, like Cloud, for instance, can like if he wants to roll away, he can instead just dash and pivot grab, and it's got like the same cooldown frames, and also has a giant grab box also there.
Oh no! So I think Phenom might need to take a little bit. Yes, exactly. It's exactly what I was going to say. Is take advantage of the fact that he has another platform, another way to recover onto the stage, and that up smash.
Threading the needle in between all those hitboxes from the neutral air.
Oh, wow. So Phenom really hasn't been rolling at all the first couple of games, and he's really abusing it in this third one and kind of throwing Mage for a loop as far as determining his movement options.
Yeah, using that to actually get through the jab pressure. Pretty good stuff, especially since jab has been one of Mage's go-to options past 2 games.
Luma gone. Phenom going to get some damage here. 69 built up on Luma, and another up tilt going to bring it to 77. And okay, that air dodge maybe thought he was dead.
A little bit too high for anything to connect, but still, I mean, this is a very, very bad position for Mage. A little bit better now. Excellent punish on that shielded up smash.
Because now he's Rosalina with Rage, so anything's a possibility,
Anything
of course.
is a possibility. Nice side B through the
No,
jabs.
that's what you got. You killed last... Okay, I mean, he is at 0, but...
He's at 0.
Maybe at, like, 15, that's the time to stop doing that.
Yep, does have to be a little careful. Fortunately, did get the trade on the dash deck for the Luma hitbox, but now in a great position once again.
Up tilt doesn't knock back Luma the way it does player characters.
Normal bodies.
Normal. I wanted to say people, but
Oh, the back air though, excellent move to pressure at the ledge, and of course is going to convert into the kill at that high percent like that. Good stuff from Phenom.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say phenomenal, but then I realized that you'd all think that I'm making the pun that I make every time that Phenom plays, which I told myself I wouldn't do. But it just kind of came out